Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Naresh Chetri, and I'm an assistant professor of cybersecurity at Lindenwood University. Today, in this video, we are going to learn about some popular errors. Okay, so I have stated 5, but there are more than 5 errors, obviously, in the Python programming language. So the purpose is we'll go through the error one by one, try to get the error first, and then we will try to avoid that using some tips and tricks. So the first is that the Python interpreter does its best to figure out the problem or the error that is there when it occurs in our program. That means when the error occurs in our Python program. So that method is known as the traceback. Okay, so traceback, that is by default run by the Python interpreter, and it's try to tell us the details how the errors occur. So we'll go one by one. The first popular and the first error is the variable name that has not been defined, or we say sometime when we misspell that variable name. Okay, we do the misspell and declare some variable name, something like this. So I have a screenshot of the program. Here we have declared the variable name as the message, and we are missing one yes over here. Then we will get the name error, something like this, which is called the traceback. We'll try to track the program and give you the error with the appropriate line number. So this is the line number 5, we are getting the error. And we will, after this PPT, we will go over the exact program implementation and we will try to avoid it. Okay. Similarly, we have a syntax error when our interpreter does not recognize something in our Python code. We will get a syntax error, or normally we say it's an invalid syntax. Okay. Third one, it's an error related to the typecasting. So when one object type cannot be converted to another. For example, here it's saying it cannot convert the integer to the string. So you all know to use the string, we use the single inverted comma or the double inverted comma, and this type of error is generated as a type error. And the fourth one, very popular with the least data structure that comes, is the index error. So we are requesting some index. Maybe we are requesting the item at index 3, but there is nothing in the index 3, and it will generate the error and give us the index error. This index is out of range, so we are trying to access. This range is beyond 0 to 2, and we are trying to extend beyond 2 as a 3. So you'll get that error. And the last one for this PPT is the indentation error. Normally we say it's unexpected indent. The PEP8, the Python Enhancement Proposal 8, decide your indentation should be of 4 spaces here. So if we put that 4 spaces in our program when we don't need it, then the Python interpreter give us the indentation error. And we will see how we can avoid that using the exact code implementation of the indentation error. So let us quickly go back and see the exact program that helps you more, just to make it easy. And when I run this, we are getting the name error. So to avoid that, what I do is just spell that name correctly. So I put one more space over here and run it back. So that helps us to avoid our first error, that was name error. Okay. So now let us go to our second error. So the second error was, as we all know, is a syntax error. So here syntax error occurred because we have used this apostrophes over the program. And if I run that, I'm getting the syntax error over the line number 4. So the one way to avoid that is use the double quotes for the string. So if I use over here double quotes over here and run again, I'll get that syntax error gone. So another method to remove the syntax error is also you can remove the apostrophe from the here over here. You can also remove this, and even you use the single quotes, then also the syntax error is gone. So, but you don't get that over here, Python's over here. But this is also one way. So there are two ways to avoid the syntax error. And let us go to the third error. That was the type error. So about the typecasting. So here we have a variable age and we're trying to print the message. And if I run that, so I'm getting the type error because it says that the age is an integer and that cannot be typecast to the string. So for that purpose, I have to use the str function. So it is already, the function is given for us by the Python. So I have to use that function and wrap it, the variable over there. And if I run, then I can avoid the type error using the str function. There. So now the fourth error is our index error, and index error occur when you are using the list data type. If you don't know about the list data structure or list data type, please go back and watch my previous video about the list, tuple, and dictionaries. So here we have 3 items on the list, and list start with index 0, but we are trying to access the third one because the last item is the second, 0, 1, 2 as a grep. So if I run that, I'm getting the index error on line number 5. So to do that, to avoid that, I can use the special index in the Python, that is the -1 for printing the last index. So if I do -1, so I don't have to worry how long is the list, although I have only 3 list elements over here to make the program easy for you. I can use -1 to access the last item. That means I am getting the grep over that. So using that special index, I can avoid the index error. And the last error was our indentation error. So when we do unnecessary indenting, so if I run this program, the Python interpreter said it's an unexpected indent. So sometimes this is the unexpected indent. Normally we say it's a 1 tab or 4 space. So 1 tab or 4 space according to the PEP8 rule. So to avoid that, I have to go back and remove that 1 tab or 4 space. And if I run again, I get the indentation error gone. So yeah, this was the 5 type of error and some methods or tricks to avoid that. So I am using the OnlineGDB and making the program separate, 5 separate programs, so that help you to easily understand it. I hope that help you, and good luck.